So today is the 5th of July 2026, and I felt like why not take a bit of time to reflect on the first 6 months of the year, talk about what I've gone through, not maybe in depth, but my experiences, how my life has completely transformed from the last time we spoke in terms of life updates, which was last year when I had just moved home, experienced the breakup, and I was unemployed. Okay, I just want to get comfortable. All right. So, how did this year start out for me? This year's been, I want to start off by saying 2026 has been one of the best years of my life. Oh my days, guys. This year has been a complete 180 from the past 2 years and everything that I've experienced. God has been so faithful to me. God has been doing the absolute most. My ancestors are showing off. Honestly, I cannot help but be grateful for where I am, where I come from, and especially where I'm going. So, a bit of context. In December, I did fall a bit ill. I won't go into the details of what that looked like, but basically, coming into this year, I had to change a lot of things in terms of my lifestyle. I needed to calm down a bit, like reduce a few things, and really, really just focus on myself and pray and realign with where God wants me to be. So coming into this year, I was completely sober. I remember I was at Friendsmas last year, and I couldn't drink. I watched my friends get lit, and they're like, "JD, you're not even gonna have a shot." I'm like, "No, my babe, I'm not allowed to," and I'm grateful for that because I came into the end of the year sober-mindedly. All I had were my thoughts. And with the sobriety, is that the English word? With the soberness, yeah, the sobriety of it all, then I had to really sit with my thoughts and be like, okay, what is it that I want for myself this year? Where do I want to go? What do I want to achieve? What are we doing differently? Let's say I don't get work. Am I going to sit and mope around and complain like I've been doing the past 2 years? Or are we going to try and do something? So come into January, I get work in the film industry, which that's the industry I'm in. So straight off the bat, I have work and I am ecstatic and I'm grateful. But I'm like, nah, I don't want it to stop there. I need an outlet. I need something that is just for me. And towards the end of last year, I had started coming back to YouTube. And I was like, I want to take my YouTube very seriously this year. Not because I want to necessarily make money from it or anything, but it's always been something that I could lean on and go back to when I wasn't in the best place. We went through seasons of the Grey Couch conversation. I went through seasons where I created content with my friends in high school. I've been doing it for a long time. And now that I'm a little bit older, now that we're a bit older, the pressure has subsided. Well, internally, like I don't overthink as much. I'm very sure of who I am and who I want to be. I don't overthink my decisions because I know that whatever choice I decide to make, the repercussions of that are mine and mine alone. People can advise you on don't do that, don't do this, da 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 da, but everyone has their own life experience, and essentially, if I'm gonna make a mistake, it's my mistake to make. But if it works out, it works out. You know what I mean? So we started taking YouTube a little bit more seriously this year. Started the job. I think it was February, and 10 out of 10. One of the best jobs I have ever worked with. Firstly, from the company I worked for. 10 out of 10 bosses, guys. The crew that I worked with, everyone was just so amazing. When it feels like the people in the room were brought together by a higher power, I'm not here to preach or anything. I just want to reiterate that's how calm and peaceful that environment was. It was like a God did kind of environment. And in that space, I got offered the opportunity to direct a scene or two in the beginning. And do you know what I mean? I can't wait for you guys to see the work that we did, not just from the directing perspective, but just the work that we put together on that job. Man, it's so fulfilling to walk away from something and be proud of the work that you've done. And that one, I can't wait for you guys to see it. As soon as it's ready and it's coming, I'm going to be back and I'm going to say, guys, remember the thing I spoke about in our mid-year recap? Exactly. So I got offered the. I know we're gonna be all over the place, guys. There is no formula to this recap. I'm just filling my girls in on where we are, where we come from, and where we're going. So then after the directing, um, I had a month off. Was it a month? No, I think I might be lying. But yeah, we finished April. No, I'm lying. So after that job, which was 2 months, I got offered an opportunity to do something else as well. So a feature film. And I haven't done a feature film in years. So we did that feature film, shot for a few weeks, and then obviously after that job, I went on the solocation. And looking back at it, one of the best things I could have done for myself. 10 out of 10 out of 10 experience. I want more. I want to go on more solo trips. I want to be by myself a bit more. I enjoy my own company, and I think it's so healthy to be able to be on your own and enjoy the silence and just be with your thoughts, because at the end of the day, you're the one person you are with 24/7 outside of your own body. Does that make sense? Outside of your own body. Well, you know what I mean. So we went on the trip, and I think when I came back from that solo trip, my way of thinking had altered. Not drastically, but I definitely started to look at life a little bit more differently. Because yes, I went to Durban, and that's like home, but it was the experience and the independentness of being on your own and not having someone else to lean on, or someone else as a crutch necessarily, because you're on your own. What do you want to do? What are we doing today? You know? And so that's made me want to travel so much more. And I think I say this in almost all my vlogs or all my videos, is that one thing I do want to do and take more seriously when the time permits and when the universe says, okay, go, is traveling. I want to travel, and I want to travel the world. I want to travel South Africa. I want to travel Africa. I just want to see places. You know, I want to have a reference. There's those books on TikToks where of all the travelers that they have a book for every country that they've got. Every country that they've gone to. And I want to have those books. I want to fill the books up. You know, I want to have experiences so that one day when I'm much older, I always look back at my YouTube videos and I look back at those books and I'm like, yo, but I lived. You know, I didn't wait for anybody else. I did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. You know, and that's the freedom being single has given me. I know now we are, Jadine, like, yeah, but you get what I mean. Like, had I been in a relationship, I was very much comfortable with doing what someone else wanted to do. Not that they didn't want to do what I was doing. That's not what I'm saying, is that, but a lot of your decision making is considering someone else. But when it's only you and you only have you to consider, like, your way of thinking is broader because less pressure, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, after the solo trip, went back into work. So I've been working on a few stuff. So this year has been a really, really good year for me in terms of work. Like, I'm so grateful, guys. I'm so grateful. And getting to work with different people, also different companies, people that I've worked with like back in the day when I was starting and I haven't seen in like 5-6 years, and I'm seeing them now, you know, and seeing how everyone has grown in their own capacities in the workspace. Personally also, it's been so fulfilling for me, and it's been so great, and I'm so grateful on the work front. You know, the first 6 months of this year have been really, really good to me in terms of my personal life, work-wise, just Jadine growing and becoming herself, like growing into who we're meant to be, what we're meant to do. Like we're getting there. We're cooking. I think the one thing though, let's not that we're gonna crush the positivity, but the one thing that almost deterred me from this journey that I'm on was, obviously, since being single, it doesn't mean you're not gonna talk to other people, right? All I'm here to report back on is I do not like the streets. It is dirty here. Like, is this what you guys had to deal with? Oh my days. I'm not going to go into depth with my experiences, but all I'm going to say is, like right now, it's just Jadine Linda Nolutando Kaya. That's all we're focusing on. I do not want a male counterpart. I don't want a situationship. I don't want a friends with benefits. Right. And yes, you can know going into a situation, right? And you guys agree. But essentially, when someone lets you down, they let you down. Whether you're in a relationship or not, friends can let you down, family can let you down. When someone lets you down, they let you down. And I think I was let down by a situation that I shouldn't have put myself in the first place, or a situation that I had let run too long. But when I finally woke up, I was like, no, actually, we're getting out of here. So basically, I had let myself stay in the situation much longer than I should have. And I could tell, I can always see the signs within myself. I think I know myself pretty well, and I'm getting to know myself even better because we are growing, we're changing, we're not going to be the same person all the time. And growth is encouraged here, So I let myself be in that situation for far too long. And when it finally started to make me feel the negative feelings within myself, I was like, it's time to go. You're not getting anything out of this that's going to benefit you in the long run. You're not getting anything that's going to help you grow. You know what this is, and it's not going to be anything more than what it is. So why are you still here? And so, I had to. And I've become very friendly with the block button this year. I encourage it highly. If your peace is disturbed, or you just feel like, nah, I'm not vibing out with whatever the situation is right now, I encourage you to block. But anyway, now that we've cleared our space and we've cleared what no longer serves us and what doesn't necessarily make us feel good, I think my main focus going into the second half of the year and these last 6 months of the year is really, really to focus on myself a lot more, the way I have been, but just a lot more. Focus on myself, focus on everything that I want to do, grow on YouTube. Oh, we got a camera! How can I forget? We got a camera, guys. So take myself a bit more seriously. Everything that I want to do and possibly could think of, I want to try, because the worst thing that can happen is for it not to work out. But how will I know if I don't try? But I come here with this update from a very, very positive perspective. I'm so excited for what the second half of the year is going to look like for me. And I hope that everything is going well with you guys as well. I hope that you're not discouraged if things aren't working out the way you wanted to work out, when you wanted to work out. Because for so long I sat and I thought, oh, am I being punished? What's wrong with me? What did I do so wrong for me not to be given these opportunities? And then when they finally started to come, God released it and he said, back to back to back. And life is about seasons, and I understand that now. Not because my life is only going to be on a high, but I'm more grateful now for where I am and every opportunity that I'm given in my personal capacity, work-wise, Jay as a person. I have so much gratitude in my heart because I know what it's like not to have the things you want. And when you finally have them, what are you doing with them? So I don't want to fumble this opportunity at all. I'm in a good place. I want us all to be in good places and really, really take the time out to focus on yourself. Take the time out to ask yourself what it is that you want from yourself. Ask yourself, where do you want to go? And what can you do right now with what you have in the situation that you're in, good or bad, to get there? God will always meet you, not even halfway. I feel like you need to do the 10%, and he'll always do the 90. He'll always place you where he wants you, But I really, really hope for all of us that it's about to be a delicious 6 months going into the last 6 months of the year. I really hope that we all lock in, ladies and gents, but let's all lock in to whatever, to yourself. Look good, feel good, smell good, be positive, wake up and just be grateful. Let's practice gratitude, be grateful for where we are, to be alive, because every day is a chance and an opportunity to try again. You know, mistakes happen. We make mistakes. Oh well, how are you gonna learn? How are you gonna learn if you don't make the mistakes? So yeah, my monthly recap, not monthly, my mid-year recap rather, is more so here to express to you guys, let's be grateful. And I don't say this from a perspective because my things are going well now. I've experienced and shown you guys when things weren't so great for me, you know. So it's just a matter of time, and it's when he says yes, you know, when he says, yeah, okay, we've cooked enough, we've cooked, it's go time, that you're ready, but you are in the best place emotionally, spiritually, physically, you know. So I love you guys so much. Also want to say thank you so very much for 4,000 subscribers. That's another thing we achieved, and I can only hope and pray that we keep growing as a family, and that this channel reaches all the greatest heights, and we come along the journey with me. And I hope to engage with you guys in every way you guys want to engage in every capacity you want to engage with me, you know. But thank you for sticking around. Thank you for interacting with me. Thank you for being as supportive as you guys are. I really love all of you so very much. Thank you for your support always. And I hope that this 6 months is going to be the best 6 months of your life. May it be the beginning of the best years of your life. I love you guys so very much. Until we meet again in the next video, which is a vlog that's coming next week, stay tuned. But I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.